All right, what is up, YouTube? Everybody, we're going to be smashing through a good chunk of decks coming out of the PPG this weekend in Orlando, Florida. And I will say, a good chunk of these are interestingly tacked out to fight the metagame. The first one we're going to be looking at here is Jeff Leonard's basically Mystic Mine burn list, but you have dual win conditions of Final Countdown or Wave Motion Cannon. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. So, we're playing triple copies of DD Guide. So this card is normal summon, give control of it to your opponent. During each end phase, your opponent selects one card from their graveyard of this card's controller and removes it from play. Huh. So we're just sticking our opponent with a monster turn 1 that basically just turns on Mystic Mind forever. So if you hard draw the Mystic Mind turn 1, you just go hee hee ha ha and take this. This is your problem now, essentially. This is really interesting. We have triple copies of Pot of Extravagance for draw power. Speaking of draw power, triple copies of Card of Demise, because we're always wanting that. We have the one copy of Terraforming, triple copies of Left Arm Offering. If you have 2 or more cards in your hand, banish your entire hand and add 1 spell card or deck to your hand. You cannot set spell trap cards during the turn you activate this effect. So we can go get Prohibition to make sure that our Mystic Mind sticks on the field, depending on the situation we've set up. Wave Motion for the burn. Mystic Mind set up our field bear. Like, you have so many choices with this. You can also go search for, you know, your countdown card to win the game. Basically, whatever you need for the situation, you have it. One final countdown, because it's after 20 turns have passed, counting both yours and the opponent's, by the way. We have triple copies of Pot of Duality, triple Demise of the Land, triple copies of Field Bearer. Field spells on the field cannot be destroyed, and neither player can activate a new field spell. Pretty bonkers that. God, this deck is so broken. We have triple copies of Goddess Skull's Oracle. We're always tucking our opponent's most broken cards. 2 copies of Wave Motion Cannon for burn. Triple copies of Prohibition to declare that our opponent will not be able to Twin Twister us, because that's what your opponent's going to board in. Triple copies of Mystic Mind, of course. 1 copy of Metaverse. Triple Solemn Judgment. And triple copies of Dark Bribe. Basically, once again, protect that field spell. And then we have triple copies of Link Crebo, triple Link Spider, triple copies of Secura Gardena, triple Reproticus, 1 Land Phonicus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 copy of Traffic Ghost. This is, for this being an extra deck, this is pretty well constructed. Then we have triple Lava Golem, triple Doggeron, triple copies of Dark Ruler No More, aka Hadoken, triple copies of Unending Nightmare, and triple copies of Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell, wrapping up this list. Jeff Leonard, you definitely changed a good chunk of the scope of the game, and I definitely think that this will set the landscape for people to net deck. And I'll be straight honest with you, I can't wait to see people net deck this and both be successful and fail for the most part. So kudos to you for making top 16 of the event. Next up, we're going to be profiling Lunalight Orcust. Now, I saw there were 2 of these. This one is Samuel Ramirez list. And one thing I wanted to kind of point out about this is, in terms of popularity and combo ability, this build is basically Boral Sword Turbo. For the most part, you just start setting up your monsters, lining up the dominoes, and you just knock them down. And, I mean, this, to be honest, if this deck gets Nibiru'd, like, it doesn't really care all that much. Like, it can still recover. So we have 1 copy of Armageddon Knight, 1 copy of Zephyros the Elite, 1 Mothman, 2 Nessie, 2 Jackalope, and 2 Such. Then we have 1 Dark Zephyr, triple copies of Kaleido Chick, triple copies of Lunalight Tiger, and 2 copies of Yellow Martin, along with our Orcust engine of 1 Symbol Skeleton and the 2 copies of Harp Whore, along with, of course, 2 copies of Orcust Nightmare, 1 World Wando, triple copies of Called by the Grave, triple copies of Tinky, 2 Foolish Burial Goods, because we have to drop the Lunalight perfumes. Like, you have to understand that just being able to discard 1 search for a Lunalight monster for the free advantage that's going to start steamrolling your way, oh, it's so good. Then we have 1 Babel, 1 Rhoda, then we have 1 Imperial Order. Actually intrigued to see that this is in the deck, because you can set this off of the Griffin, by the way. Really cute things that you probably didn't know. Triple copies of Imperm, and 1 copy of Orcust Crescendo. And then we have 1 Longrisu, 1 Phoenix, 1 copy of Mermaid, 1 copy of Griffin, 2 Galtea, 1 copy of Curious, one Borrelsword Dragon Coon, one Appaloosa, one Tornado Dragon, one Forstrix, one Nyarla, one Azathoth, one Dingrisu, and the one copy of Abyss Dweller. Side deck here, triple Lancia, triple Nibiru, triple Hadoken, triple Twin Twisters, and triple copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping up Moonlight Orcust. This is probably more of your standardized build. You don't get a lot of diversity in this deck. I mean, obviously, like, 43 cards in Griffin is probably about as teched out as it's going to get, but this is the life that we choose to live out here as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. So congrats, Samuel Ramirez, for doing very well at this event. And the next one is, our boy Pendulums. So this was piloted by Ezekiel. Now, one thing I do want to say about Pendulums, this deck necessarily hasn't taken a backseat in the format. It continues to be a dominating force, but it takes a decent player and a decent amount of skill and time to set things up for this deck. And I don't think a lot of players have the time nor the want to learn this. But anyway, this is Ezekiel's top 16 list coming out of the PPG. So we have triple copies of Endymion, the mighty master of magic. One copy of the Reflection of Endymion. One copy of Destrudo. One copy of the Supreme King Gate 0. Triple copies of Jackal King. One copy of Aether the Evil Empowering Dragon. We have triple copies of Chronograph Sorcerer. Triple copies of the Supreme King Darkworm. Triple copies of Curtain Riser. 2 copies of Master of Endymion. 1 copy of Time Gazer Magician. And triple copies of the Servant of Endymion. And then other spells we have here. Triple Lord Darkness. Triple Desires. Triple Spell Power Mastery. 2 Dragon Shrine. 1 Upstart. 1 Terraforming. And 2 copies of the Secret Village. Pretty sus here, actually. Sticking Secret Village on the field in your Sky Striker matchup pretty much wins you the game. Any other matchups that you pretty much get a free auto win on? Just dropping Secret Village? I know there's other ones, but cool. Free wins. We take them where we can get them. So, with 1 copy of LP, 1 Heavenly Spheres, 1 Beat Cop, 1 Agripane, 1 Electromite, 1 Phoenix, 1 Triple Burst Dragon, 1 Borrelsword Dragon Coon, 1 Borrelodo, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Dawn Dragster, 1 Arcanite, 1 Borrelod Savage, and 1 Vortex Dragon. Side deck here, triple Nibiru, triple copies of Denko Sekka. Denko Sekka is really good right now. I think a lot of players underestimate this bad boy. And holy crap, it is crazy good. We have 2 Twin Twisters, 1 Necro Valley. I've been noticing that stray Necro Valleys do show up quite a lot in side decks. Kind of interesting. Then we have triple Infinite Imperm, 2 copies of Red Reboot, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up Ezekiel's list here. Congrats also to you, sir. I'm glad to see that you did well. And the last list we actually have for you guys today is Thunder playing Dimension Shifter. So we're playing a main decked hand trap in addition to other hand traps. This list was piloted by David Brew, and this kind of caught me off guard, actually, seeing that our little friend here was in the build. So we have 1 copy of Thunder Dragon Duo, triple copies of Fantasty Boy, triple copies of Thunder Dragon Roar, triple copies of the Thunder Dragon Hawk, triple copies of Dimension Shifter, triple copies of the OG Cyber Dragon, of course. Then we have triple Thunder Dragon Dark, triple Battery Man Solar, triple Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and triple copies of the Thunder Dragon Matrix. Spells triple Lord Darkness, triple Instant Fusion, 1 Gold Sark, triple Thunder Dragon Fusion, and 2 copies of Paleozoic Dynamiscus. Once again, we've been seeing this more and more in decks right now. More and more cases of good tech cards. And being able to spot removal something that the opponent has put on the field. Beautiful. Like, card's really good. We have 1 copy of Link Kribo, 2 copies of Some Summer Summoner, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Blackluster Soldier, the Soldier of Chaos, 1 Borrelod Dragon, 1 Thousand Eyes Restrict, 1 Kaminari Attack, triple Thunder Dragon Colossus, and triple copies of Thunder Dragon Titan. Side deck here, triple Sphere Mode, triple Lancia, triple Denko Rekka, triple Twin Twister, 1 Dynamiscus, and 2 copies of Eradicator Epidemic Virus, wrapping up another chunk of deck profiles for everybody. So, honestly, what do you guys think about the decks coming out of PPG interesting tech choices. I will say that. And we do love our tech choices, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these decks. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Until next time, peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.